I know fish do not get up this early. Wayne Waibel better catch me some fish. I'm Whitney and I'm continuing my quest to become an expert saltwater angler. This week I'm fishing with Wayne Waibel and we're in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Right now we're heading out to the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel really early in the morning. Wayne, why did you get me up so early?
Well, it's the last day of the summer striper season and we're going to go start out here at Lynn Haven Inlet and go to the famous Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. And we're going to live bait some spot and croaker for striper. We've got a 2-fish limit, 18 to 28 inches. You can keep 2 per person, and you can keep 1 over 32 inches. So hopefully we'll get a big one. They've been congregated around the 3rd. They're doing real well on them. And we're going to work a 3-way swivel live bait rig and drift over the tubes and around the rocks and see if we can get you a big striped bass.
Well, I sure hope those fish are awake because I barely am.
They're awake. They're awake. They don't sleep. They don't have any eyelids.
Oh. All right, well, let's catch some fish.
Whitney, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and try and catch some more bait fish. We're going to cobia fish probably tomorrow, so we're going to need some live croaker and spot. Look at the screen. We're inside the inlet now, and as you can see on the bottom there, we're assuming that those are little spot and croaker. Here's what we're going to use. It's just a simple bottom rig. We got some real small hooks for small bait and fish bites. 2 ounces of weight. Just going to let it bounce, put it on the bottom. You'll feel a real small tap. You don't have to set the hook real hard, just sort of raise the rod tip up.
There we go.
What you got there, girl? Nice.
Croaker?
Nice croaker. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Croakers are the ones that'll cut you, right?
Yeah, they got
The razor.
right there is real sharp.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
And they'll fin you, so you got to hold that fin down.
Gotcha. Hey, baby. Number 2.
Is that 2 or 20?
Number 25. First thing we did before we went out that first day is we caught our own live bait. We went to the Lynn Haven Inlet and we cast out with these little fish bites, which look like little pieces of bubble gum to me, but the fish seemed to really like it. Man, me and Wayne, we were having a competition, pulling one up after the other. I would catch one, he would catch one, I would catch one. I think I got 2 or 3 ahead of him though, so I think I won that competition.
Oh, no bait. Flounder.
There's one.
That's a spot. That's perfect.
That's a big spot. That's a croaker, right?
Perfect. You go croak.
Come on, fish. Alright, now they want me, I can feel it. Come on.
You got a croak.
Oh.
Krotner.
Wayne. Had to make me look bad, didn't you?
What I want to do is show you the tackle we were using fishing over the tubes, live baiting for the stripers. Start out with a 3-way swivel attached to 3 foot of fluorocarbon. In one end I tie a 3/0 circle hook using an improved clinch. Real simple knot, quick. Make sure you moisten your knot on the monofilament. Attached to the other end of the 3-way swivel, I've got a lesser pound test. Usually I use 12, 14 pound test. This way, if your weight gets caught up in the rocks, you can break that off, keeps your bait, keep your hook and your the fluorocarbon. And on that I just tie a double surgeon knot, make a loop. To that I attach a 6-ounce sinker. Drop her through there. So we got about 8 inches hanging there, 3 foot of fluorocarbon, circle hook, and that's a real basic rig that we use for live baiting for the stripers over the tubes.
All right.
Like that.
All right.
You'll feel it sink to the bottom. You must keep your thumb on the line. You can't let your thumb go off and let it free fall or you'll have a knot.
Okay.
Keep your thumb on the line, just light pressure, let it go down. Flip the handle, and then you want to feel it bounce on the bottom. Feel it bounce.
Okay.
All right, feel it bounce. Raise your rod tip. Feel it. Raise your rod tip. Feel it hit the bottom. Boom.
Oh, there it did. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Boom. Hooked up. Good job. Don't jerk the rod. You crank it. Raise the rod tip, lower the rod tip, and crank. There you go. Keep going. Don't worry about the motor.
Hey.
All right, now I want you to walk back up the boat,
Okay.
up the side. Turn your rod tip to me. Keep your rod up.
Hey, buddy. All right. All right.
Good
Can I
job.
hold him?
Sure can. Let me get the hook out here.
Yeah. All right, I just hold him like that.
A little sandpaper on his lip.
Okay.
Hold him in there and just hold him with your thumb. Squeeze hard. Squeeze hard. Squeeze hard.
Nope. Ah. Now what? Damn it. Both hands. Yeah. Hey.
How about that?
Hey.
Not bad.
Got a little tongue.
First striper.
That's right.
Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel.
All right. So Wayne and I had to split our trip up into 2 days. It just got a little too rough that first day. But we went out to the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel and fished around the 2nd and 3rd islands. We went around the rocks that they made for the 2nd and 3rd islands. And we took a fish finder rig and we bounced the rig off the rocks. But you have to be really careful because if it sinks down and it waits down there too long, it gets caught in the rocks, then you have to break the line and start all over again. But within the first 15 minutes of using the fish finder rig, I caught a striper. It was so cool. It was the first striper that I caught. I was really excited.
Crack. Crack. Don't drop it too fast. All right, hold it right there. Hold it. Don't jerk it. Bring them up. Crank anymore. Just swing the rod tip to me. Walk forward, swing it to me.
Yeah.
Good job. Number 2.
Yeah.
Go ahead, hold it, and I'll take the hook out.
All right.
See how the circle hook works?
It's right, just right in the
Right
corner
in the
there.
corner of the mouth. Hold them tight.
This says 8 pounds.
8 pounds.
Yeah.
10 pounder and an 8 pounder. Not too bad. Keep going. Stripe them. Maybe.
Not fighting me very hard.
Come to the other side. Keep your rod tip straight up in the air.
I'm not losing you, buddy. You better have that hook in your mouth.
Boga grip.
You let go. I will be so angry at you.
Here, back up.
Come here. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. No.
Put the rod tip out away from the boat. All right. All right. That's good. All right, keep his head up and come to me. All right. Fish in the net.
That's right. Here, I'll get that bobber out. Come on. Oh, whoa, whoa. Yeah!
And that's what the circle hook's supposed to do, right
And
there.
it did it right.
You hand me those pliers?
Anyway.
Thank you, dear.
All right.
Put your thumb in there.
That's exactly what's gonna happen
Where's
to
the
me.
boga grip?
How's
Nice
it look? Sweet. All right. We wanted you. Now, what kind of size is this? Is this a small, medium, large?
No, it's a medium-sized fish. He weighs 6 pounds.
Okay.
He's got to be between 18 and 28
Pounds or inches?
inches.
Inches.
And I think he's going to go in the slot limit. We can put him on the cooler right there and let's see how long he is.
It's 24. I mean, is it from mouth to tail?
Yeah.
24 inches.
Yeah, 24, 25. That's good. He's a keeper.
All right.
Keep us up.
Now for the second day, we decided to do things a little bit differently. Instead of using a sinker to go down deep where the rocks are, we're going to use bobber, which floats at the top. All right, first off, we started by using about 6 feet of fluorocarbon. Just tied that on there. And then we just take a rubber band, just cut it so you have 1 string of it. And then you just tie it in a normal knot, about 4 feet, depending on how deep you want to go. Just tie it just like this. And then you just cut off both ends. Now, I'm using a really big rubber band just for demonstration purposes, just so you can see it. You take the rubber band and you cut the ends so it can go through the eyelets. When you use it, you'll be using a much smaller one that'll go through the eyelets very easily. Alright. Okay, so now you have the rubber band on. Now you just feed the fluorocarbon through the eye of the bobber. All right, and now it'll stop right at that rubber band. It won't go any farther. Now the advantage of having this is when you want to cast, the rubber band will go right through the eyelets and your bobber will go all the way down to the bottom so you can cast it a lot easier. So all you have to do now to finish it up is you tie the hook on And we're using an improved clinch knot to tie this on. So you just take about that much, make a loop, all right? Wrap it around about 5 times, sounds about right. And you just put that extra through the original loop that you had, all right? And back through the new loop you just made. Give it a lick and pull it tight. Now that hook isn't going anywhere. And now you are ready to go fish.
Don't crank too fast now. Remember, slow and easy. Don't let the line hit the motor. Oh!
Come on now.
Don't let the line, don't rush it. Don't rush
Okay.
it. Don't tie it out with it.
Smaller.
Don't get a little tired out. Get them too green to the boat. There we go.
All right.
Circle hook did the job again.
That's right.
Like
Now
you
we're
saw.
cooking. You're too little, buddy.
Actually, he's keeper size. He's 19 inches. But since he's so small, I usually don't like to keep him till they're 21.
Yeah.
So they get a little heat on. Turn him loose.
Next time. What?
Let him take point the rod to him. Frank. Frank. Frank, raise the rod to him. Good job. Keep it right there. All right, now you gotta go around the motor.
Okay.
Keep the rod kept outside the motor. Outside the motor. Nice fish.
Well, Wayne woke me up super early to go fishing, but it was totally worth it. We left from the Long Bay Point Marina and we went out to the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. And we went fishing around the 2nd and 3rd islands. We used live bait, and we used, first we used sinkers, and then the second day we used bobbers. And I caught a bunch of stripers, and it was so cool. And Wayne was so sweet to take me out, and he taught me so much about how to tie things and about the different ways of fishing and how to catch me some fish. It was great. I thank you so much, Wayne.